All right. So, we got this amazing article here from the Miami Herald. Sewage shows we are undercounting coronavirus cases by a lot, Massachusetts researchers say. Okay, well, let's get into it. So, the Whatcom County Health Department recommended that these actions need to be taken to reduce the spread of coronavirus, also known as COVID 2019. Interesting. Sewage at a major treatment facility in Massachusetts has shown that there's likely hundreds more people with coronavirus than officials thought, researchers say. I don't know about you, but I trust researchers far more than officials. So bioanalytics, along with researchers from MIT, already trust those folks a lot more than officials, Harvard and Brigham and Women's Hospital, they tested samples of wastewater from an urban treatment plant back in March, which was today, as of this recording, just a little over a week ago. Researchers found the amount of coronavirus particles in the samples was far higher than expected, indicating there are likely a lot more people infected with the virus than the official count. Now, I don't know if that means a whole lot more deaths or a whole lot more people testing positive. I will have you know I've been tested positive for breathing oxygen. Now, will that kill me? I don't know. So far, I've been okay. I realize that these times are scary, but let's go on. There are about 250 confirmed coronavirus cases in the area of the treatment facility, but researchers estimate that the number of people actually infected with coronavirus is between 2,300 and 1,115. Excuse me. 115,000. Wow. That's a big difference. From 2,300 to 115,000. That is a massive gap. That is 100x. Maybe 50x. Newsweek reported the studies of the authors of the studies emphasized that while they can detect the virus in urine and feces, people are not at risk of getting the disease through sewage. Okay. Now, I don't know if that applies to homeless people because they tend to be around human feces a little bit more than the average Joe. The result of bioanalytics. Now, I don't know much about these gentlemen and ladies, but before I take them at face value, personally, I would Google. It goes on to say, research is consistent with other studies in the Netherlands and Sweden. Now, I do know, or I've heard, because I do follow some people from Sweden, that they're not doing too much social distancing in Sweden. The government is a little bit more relaxed about this and just kind of headed for the herd immunity. Okay, which does kind of make sense in my opinion. But I'm neither an official nor a researcher. Researchers can precisely quantify the scale of the infection in the population and have to figure out how much RNA from the virus is shed from the body in feces. Studies also need to be conducted over a longer period of time since current research only shows a snapshot in time. Studies have also shown that SARS-CoV-2 can appear in feces within 3 days of infection. It's interesting. So SARS can literally shows up the same way. I think SARS could potentially be a similar COVID or corona-style virus from the same familia. Okay, which is much sooner than the time taken for people to develop symptoms severe enough for them to seek hospital care. Okay, so SARS, it is more detectable. It's detectable quicker in feces. Wastewater monitoring has been used for decades to assess the success of vaccination campaigns. Okay, against poliovirus. Charles Gerba, an environmental microbiologist from the University of Arizona, told Nature, so this must be essentially magazine, he also found traces of coronavirus in raw sewage in Tucson, Arizona. Okay, and there she is. So how will this affect us? Time will tell. I can tell you that I don't know if it's a complete death sentence for a lot more people with the whole sewage. Now, I do realize that Wall Street is currently tanking, so you got to manage Main Street. And I think this is a little bit of play on the psychology of all of us to get us all concerned about something that is probably concernable, but to the tune of $15 to $20 trillion disappearing within a few weeks, which has just happened, okay, from your grandparents, your mom, your dad. I'm a millennial, so as a millennial, we're underrepresented in the housing market. We're underrepresented in the stock market, so I haven't lost next to anything. But 15 to 20 trillion has disappeared within a few weeks, and a lot of people don't seem to care. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. If you're interested, I encourage people to check out this. What I'll do is I'll do a little copy and paste. SHA-256 generator, where you can put anything into a box, and regardless of how much, you could put the Bible into it, and it will always give you this string of numbers. If you change one period, it changes every single number in between. If you add a comma, it's completely different. So as long as you have the string seed phrase, you can always recreate anything in this box. But it's one-way compatible. You must have to get everything in this box down to the last period correct to ever get this back. Hope you guys have a good day, and goodbye for now.